हेलो दोस्तों, वेलकम टू साइट टेक यूट्यूब चैनल एंड टुडे माय टॉपिक इज व्हाट इज अ टैक्स रिटर्न फॉर स्मॉल businesses and freelancer in 2025. Before I start my video, many small business owners in the US would agree that the financial side of things can be a bit taxing, but there are one things you can avoid: the manual tax return. It's more than just a tax check of your lists, it's your official declarations of income expenses and the taxes you owe or fingers crossed, the refunds you're due. Understanding tax returns is crucial for compliance with IRS regulations and your business financial health and sustainability. In this post, I explained what a tax return is its significance and the process involved in the US. So let's go into the details. Table of content. What is a tax return? Why do I need a file a tax return? Who need to file a tax return? Key difference for small business and freelancers. Common forms and schedules. The filing process. Common tax return mistakes. Keeping up with recent changes and updates. What is a tax return? A tax return is a formal document submitted to the Internet Revenue Service (IRS) that details income, expenses, and others partners' financial information from that year. It is a comprehensive report that calculates the tax over the government or the refunds due to filters. It includes detailed financial information such as earnings, salaries, tips, interest, dividends, and other sources. Taxpayers also report expenses such as mortgage, interest, state and local taxes, charitable contributions, and other deductible items. Business must report their revenue, cost, and other financial details. Legal basis. The legal basis for US tax returns is the Internal Revenue Code (IRC), a comprehensive set of tax laws enacted by Congress. The IRS outlines the types of income subjects and taxations, allowables, deductions, credit, and return filings procedures. Specific sections with the IRS state the obligations for filing tax returns. IRS sections 1400 per freelancer. A small business owners are classified as self-employed by the Internet Revenue Service. IRS, they are subjected to a tax on their self-employment incomes which covers social security and Medicare. Contributions. This tax is reported on Schedule SE, Forms 1040, Internal Revenue Codes IRC Sections 6011. This section mandates the every person's liable for any tax imposed by the IRC must file a returns or statements according to the precise forms and regulations. It establishes our fundamental obligations for taxpayer to report their financial activity to the IRS. IRS Section 6012. This section details the criteria for filing returns, specifying who must file based on factors such as gross income, filing status, and age. For example, individuals who earn above certain threshold, which vary depending on their filing status. Each single married filing jointly head of a household must file a tax return. This section sets forth the deadlines for filing tax return, generally requiring individuals to file by April 15th of each year of the preceding calendar year. Exceptions must be granted, but the entire filing deadlines remains a critical compliance point. Regulatory framework. The regulations issued by the Department of the Treasury further elaborate on the statutory requirements, providing detailed instructions and guidelines for completing and submitting tax returns. These regulations used to Title 26 of the Code of Federal Regulations CFR. Requirements for filling. If you are self-employed in the US, there are specified requirements for filling your tax return. Net earnings threshold you must file an income tax return if your net earnings from self-employed are $400 or more. Net earnings are calculated by subtracting your business expenses from your business income. If your net earnings are less than for $400, you still need to file a returns. If you need any other filling requirements listed in the forms 1014 instructions, currently estimated taxes. Since you don't have an employer to withhold taxes, you will likely need to make estimated tax payments quarterly. This is to cover your social security, Medicare, and income taxes. You can use forms 1040 ES to calculate and pay these taxes. Annual tax return. Freelancers typically use the Schedule C form to report their business income and expenses as part of their personal tax return. Remember, these are general guidelines and your specific situation may vary. You can speak to a tax professional or refer to the latest IRS guidelines to ensure you meet all your tax obligations. Why do I need to file a tax return? It's an age-long question by many individuals and business. The thing is filing a tax returns is essential, and their why is start with the most important reasons. Legal requirements. The law requires the most US citizens and departments residents who work in the US to file a tax return. If their income above a certain levels, failure to file a required tax return can result in penalties, interest, and legal consequences, including potential prosecutions for tax evasion. Tax on income. Income earned from self-employment, including wage work, is taxable. Filing a tax returns allows you to report this income and pay the necessary taxes. Eligibility for benefits. Certain benefits, credits, and deductions are only available if you file and tax returns. This can include deductions for business expenses, which can lower your taxable incomes. Self-employment tax. Freelancers and small business owners are responsible for paying self-employment tax, which covers social security and Medicare taxes. This tax is separate from income tax and must be reported on tax return. Report keeping and financial planning. It documents your income, expenses, and other financial activities for the year, providing a clear picture of your financial health. This information is helpful for further financial planning, applying for loans, and maintaining personal and business financial reports. Avoid penalties. It's important to file your taxes by the deadlines to avoid facing penalties. Failure to file can lead to financial penalties, and internally not filings can result in more revenue consequences such as legal action. Who need to file a tax return? The requirements for filing a tax returns can vary based on your business structures, income, and other factors. Here are breakdowns of who needs to file. Sole proprietors and single member LLCs. Net earnings. If your net earnings itself implies after deductions, see corporates and recipients. Key difference for small business and freelancers. Incomes, commerce deductions includes and professionals service fees paid. Schedules. Form 1040 is overall incomes including business income and calculates total tax liabilities of income such as rents, royalties, or of prices. required. The filing process. Filing to tax return as a small business owners, freelancer requires understanding filing options. Electronic fillings, e-fillings. This is most common of recommended common tax return mistakes. Small business freelancers often have similar filing returns organized. Determines and correct amounts are qualified as a professional. They have saved you times and stress. This credit might be estimated that changes the federal policies. In 2023, an electric vehicles EV tax credits was eligible for new and used hybrid vehicles for returns filed in 2025. You could claim up to $7,500 for new cars and $4,000 or 330% sales price. You can regularly look for updates on tax returns from the IRS publications. It's essential to stay informed about these updates as they impact tax return. Overall tax strategy for the upcoming tax season. See more next video. Take care. Bye.